Hello everyone out there. I'm Dr. Aisha Ijaz and I welcome you all in this very first class of Physiology Practical. Today we shall learn about the measurement of BMI, that is Body Mass Index. But before starting that, let's discuss some of the general guidelines of Physiology Practical which would be better followed when you would be allowed to be present physically in the labs as soon as this pandemic era is over. So among these guidelines, number one is, as you all know, that punctuality is the key to success. So you should be very punctual. You should always come to lab on time, and wearing a clean white apron would be must in lab. Secondly, you should bring all the required stationery with you, and you have to take care of your personal belongings yourselves. Thirdly, you should avoid, especially the female genre, they should avoid loose clothing, long stoles, heavy jewelry in lab. They are complete no. They should tie up your long hair. Next is, you should never try doing any unauthentic experiment in the lab without permission. And for a smooth practical, you should read the instructions well and understand the procedure of the practical before starting the experiment. Next is, one should never touch any chemical substance or any electrical appliance in the lab without permission. Handle all the apparatus with great care during the procedure. And sterilized gloves, protection goggles and face masks will often be required, that we shall provide you in the lab. And after the usage, after the experiment, clean the apparatus thoroughly and return it to the lab attendant on time. Next, last but not the least is, maintain a formal record of all the practicals written in a good handwriting with well labeled diagram. This will be helpful. This file will be presented to your examiners and this will be base of your internal assessment. That is why maintain a very tidy file. You should write these general guidelines on the first page of that file. Now let's take up the BMI, and the aim being to determine the body mass index of 20 healthy subjects. Now let's take up what is body mass index. Body mass index or BMI is a measurement of body size. It combines a person's weight with their height. It is a measurement of person's weight with respect to his or her height, or we can say it is a statistical measure of an individual's weight scaled according to their height. As per definition, BMI is a person's weight in kilograms divided by the square of height in meters, as this formula suggests. The apparatus required for this practical includes a weighing scale and a height scale, also known as stadiometer. The procedure of this practical consists of three clean steps. The number one is taking weight measurement, body weight. So before taking the body weight of the subject, keep the scale before the subject and notice the zero error. If there is any error, then one have to calibrate it. So to avoid any error. Then ask the patient to remove any heavy items from their pockets like keys, the wallets, etc. And remove heavy items of clothing like big jackets, shoes, woolen jerseys, etc. because they may add up to weight of the subject. This is the traditional digital weighing scale, as you may see. Then the subject should stand straight and still in the middle of the scale with feet slightly apart, hands at the sides and with minimal clothing. Then you should record the body weight in kilograms, but one should wait for the digital screen to settle before recording the weight. Second step will be taking height measurement. The standing height should be measured by the portable stadiometer with a fixed backboard and an adjustable headpiece. There are heights of the subjects are measured in many ways, and one of them is standing height. For BMI, we need the standing height. Sitting height is there, and sometimes two posture height is there. So this is the stadiometer with the adjustable headpiece. Above and below is the footrest. Next is the subject should be told to stand straight with both feet flat on the platform and look straight. That is very important. When the subject is standing, lower the adjustable headpiece until it rests gently on the top of subject's head and record the height in centimeters, not in inches. It is also given, inches are also given over there. You should note the height in centimeters, then convert it into meters. Third step is calculating the BMI. The weight and height should be used to calculate the BMI of the subject using this formula. BMI is equal to weight divided by height. Weight in kgs, height in meters. Height in meters, square of that height. After calculating the BMI, categorize the BMI according to this following classification, WHO classification. If the BMI of a certain of a subject is measured to be less than 16, then the subject is classified as severely underweight. If the BMI of the subject lies between 16 to 16.99, then it is said to be moderately underweight. If the subject's BMI is 17 to 18.49, then the underweight is mild. If the subject is less than 18.5, then the subject in all the categories will be said to have to be underweight. The normal range being 18.5 to 24.99. If the BMI of the subject lies in this range, then the subject will be said to have a normal BMI or normal body weight. Next is if the subject's BMI is more or more than equal to 25, then the subject is said to be have overweight. In this, if the subject's BMI is within 25 to 29.99, then this category will be called as the pre-obese category. If the subject's BMI is 30 to 34.99, then the subject will be called as obese class 1. If the subject's BMI will be 35 to 39.99, then the subject will set to be obese class 2. And if the BMI of the subject is more than equal to 40, then it is very grave condition and the subject will be called as obese class 3rd. So this classification is given by WHO. Next is your observation table. After taking about 20 observation, you have to fill this observation table. This table will consist of about 7 columns and 20 rows, 21 rather. On the top bar, we should note the serial number, subject, and one should never mention the name of the subject in any of the research work. The subject has given some codes like A, B, C, D, X, Y, Z, etc. So if we try to fill the first row, it will be like subject A. Suppose the age and gender of the subject A is 21, female. Then we should take the weight using the digital weighing scale of this subject A and write it over here. After writing the weight of the subject in the row, never write the units with it because the units has been mentioned in the top bar. Similarly is with the height. note the height in centimeters, then convert it into meters, then calculate the square of that number, then enter this square in this column, and without any unit again. Then calculate the BMI using the formula BMI is equal to weight divided by this square of the height. Now look at this number of BMI and think and compare with the classification, and see in which category this subject A will fall. For example, if her BMI is within normal range, then we shall write here that he or she is normal. If the BMI is below or above that, then overweight and underweight should be written on in this category column. In this way, you will have to take around 20 observations and fill up these observation or table. Next is result. If the BMIs of all the subject will fall in the normal category, then you should write the BMIs of the subjects under observation are found to be normal. Otherwise, if some of the subjects are found to be underweight or overweight, then one should mention here that BMIs of the subject under observation are found to be normal except subject X, who is overweight, except subject P, who was underweight. Similarly, like that. Just point out the subject's code and then the category of that. That includes in result, and if all were found to be normal, then you can write that all were found normal. And in this way, we will measure the BMI of 20 subjects and write and maintain a good record in your practical file for further usage. Take and hold on to the life until then, like as it's shown in the picture. Thank you.